Hello, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Ycey Narrates, and this is The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone expansion. In case anybody missed the last time, to give a quick recap, in case you can't read the description or don't want to, I understand. This is Geralt, a professional monster hunter that's been mutated to be the ultimate killing machine. He got hired to go kill a giant frog monster down the sewers of some city in, I don't know, located in the middle of I don't know where. And again, go kill a giant monstrous frog that was specifically eating young girls and swallowing them whole. I know I'm going to get quoted out of context for that. Anyway, and the irony behind that is that the girls were going down to those sewers willingly, hoping to go kiss the frog and turn him into a prince. The double irony is that the frog actually was a prince this entire time. He was cursed by a red-headed guy named Olgierd, who we're about to see in this game, because that prince stole away the love of his life and something happened to her that we don't know about. So the prince was basically getting his dues. Unfortunately, after we killed the frog and it turned back into the prince, we got arrested by the prince's guards. The prince's guards were about to take us back to his kingdom on a ship, and what do you know? A mystical, totally not genie character named, what is his name? Master Mirror, as he's known, or Gaunter O'Dimm, decided to appear on the ship randomly, making it very clear to us that he is definitely not human, let alone any kind of mortal creature. He's one that seems to teleport around wherever he wants, and one who later reveals he can grant wishes. Again, talking about Gaunter O'Dimm, also known as Master Mirror. I think we're going to discover why he's called Master Mirror later on. Like maybe he just reveals to you what your deepest desires are with those wishes. I'm only going off a character I wrote, so maybe they'll do something better than that, but still. Oh yeah, now we've returned to Olgierd, the red-headed guy who has confessed that yes indeed, he did know that the giant frog we were sent to kill was a prince the entire time, and explained a bit of the story. Now, Master Mirror, or Gaunter O'Dimm, has requested that we go grant a few wishes if we want to get rid of that brand on the side of our face. Because, oh yeah, while we were on the ship, Master Mirror saved us by summoning a giant storm out of nowhere. Yeah. Anyway, after summoning that giant storm, saving us, shipwrecking us more likely, and us saving ourselves, to repay him, he asks that we grant a few wishes for somebody else. Basically, Master Mirror is pretty much a Ponzi scheme with wishes. You know, he uses other people to grant the wishes of his first customers, and so on and so forth. Oh, look at Roach. He's still got his armor. I love the armor here. Let's see. Not human. Ariel, let me date him. Let me date him. What is with you and going for the dangerous-looking creatures? First the snack men, then the vampires, the werewolf. Ariel, we need to get you a... You know what? Never mind. I can see why you've got the fiancé that you do. He seems like a good guy. Even if a bit cat-like sometimes. Not cat-like in the sense that he's very stealthy and elegant. More like cat-like in the sense that he might look at a bottle and want to tip it over the table. Recap is much appreciated. Hey, Hala. Glad you came back since I missed the last stream. Yeah. Glad to have you here, Hala. Amity, good to see you. Mama Bear, Zombie, Abby, Ariel, Mama Bear again. I'm reading down these lists. Karma, Brandy, good to see you all. Audrey, good afternoon to you too, Amity. Cauliflower, glad to see you're back. This dude's name is Geralt, right? Yes, the guy with the white hair is Geralt. I've got a mod on, though, that makes him look more like... Here we go. There we go. I've got a mod on right now, though, that makes him look more like Witcher Cavill, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Let's just correct this on my end. There we go. Adjusting one of the settings. Oof. Oh, that is bad. Come on. Oh my gosh, that is terribly laggy. Okay, I'm going to briefly quit to main menu just to give this thing a chance to catch up with the stream. Because right now it's more than a bit laggy. Oh my gosh, like that is some sad levels of slop. It's like wading through a pool of molasses. Sire, there's another Thor art in the art gallery, courtesy of Karma. I am going there right now. Hello to you too, Amber. Let me just see.
With Geralt in tow, he ventured through other worlds to the
Thor art, courtesy of, here we go, Karma. Oh my goodness! I love it. Let me show that on the stream. Okay. Here we go. I gotta open that up. Alright, so the game is going to be paused for just a moment while I open this up. Here we go. Thor the Wizard helping the Danger Floofs. Thank you, Loonblade, for this. Oh my. Let me see if I can open the link in. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be all black right now for just a moment. There we go. At least the, frame rate is caught up. Oh yeah, that's a little brand he's got. Now, you said that there was a... Oh boy, I cannot be opening up... I can't be closing that window every time I want to click on OBS. Okay, personal request. Let's not suggest art during this kind of a stream. I know I was supposed to stream a regular stream yesterday. Sorry about that. I'll be doing those in the future because I missed those. We open this up because every time I click on something other than the game, it gives that possibility of turning it into a borderless window with lower graphics and is laggy as Hades. Now, enough wasting time. Ah, here we go. There it is. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at that. Karma, thank you so much. I love the eyes. Look at the eyes right here. Like, I know artists always love to cut down their art, but first off, the sheen on that fur. It looks like soft, sleek fur, but the eyes especially. He captured his photogenic, happy eyes. Not in a way like Bucky Barnes. It's really cute. Yay, art time. When there's a good story, I find there no such thing as sleep. This includes drawing. Karma, you weren't up late, were you? Game audio and mic volume is perfect, by the way. Thank you so much, Amity. All right, thank you so much for that. I'm just going to go ahead and continue. It is an adorable picture of Thor. That is an adorable picture of Thor. Thank you so much. Oh, go back to the OBS. There we go. All right. Now, let's go complete some wishes. Okay, so the first wish, there were two. We've got either Open Sesame, which has us going to an auction house, or talk to the cute little strawberry named Shaunie about von Everec family crypt. I think we know which one I'm going to pick first. Totally not biased, I'm just biased. Alright, run like the wind, horsey. Just view the wonderful environment. And not run into any trees. Ooh, the fields. The fields are alive with the sound of the jump. Somehow we made that. I want to boop his nose regardless. Cauliflower, he made it look so real. She did. She did a great job. His snoot absolutely looks boopable. Now, speaking of boopable snoots, let's drive this horse over to the next quest. Through the countryside. Wait, Karma, was that charcoal drawing, did you say?
Faster.
Spider, not me, but sure. Oh, the goal is this way. The mini-map is supposed to direct me in the top right, but occasionally that little mini-map has a hiccup. Has a little heart attack, and it doesn't show me any routes or roads. It just says, alright, good luck. I mean, hey, maybe that's just the game's secret way of trying to get you to explore. Well played, game, well played. I'd see a doctor about that. I have showered this morning, thank you. I missed the last Witcher stream, so I'm going to piece things together as we go. Amber, if it helps, there is a description that has a little recap of last time. The only thing that's missing is that the guy who hired us, Olgierd, knew that the frog was a prince the entire time. Quite the irony, too. I even got an achievement for killing it that said, I'm not kissing that thing. I always just say, nah, we can kiss it goodbye. But apparently the reason Olgierd turned it into a frog was, first off, it was accidental. In the Witcher world, yes, you can accidentally cast curses or magic of any kind. I cannot speed my horse through here. Well, city limits don't ever let you have fun. Dang it, I can't go faster.
Come on, Roach.
Even Geralt wants him to go faster. Come on, Roach. Gosh, I love this place. Why does it remind me of eastern areas like Poland or Lithuania? There's places around the Baltic, perhaps. Ooh. Let's see, do I have anything that I need to sell? No, I do not. Never mind. Oh yeah, we do have a couple of outfits we'd like to switch between. Okay. I don't have a rock. I am the rock.
Come on now.
You're gonna hear that a lot, people. Can't mute this dang thing in time. Game has a bordered window, so I can't click out of it. Or else in the middle of combat where I'm using my mouse to aim. Sorry, madam, can't aim. Gonna click outside the game and then shut the whole thing down by accident. Or die. Either or. Yeah, you're gonna hear a couple of those sneezes here and there.
Have we not met before?
I don't think we have, sir. It's like, sorry, I'm a bit allergic to... I have allergies this time of the year. Well, this time of the year meaning all 4 seasons I'm allergic to malarkey and buffoonery. As you can see, I'm constantly sneezing because of that. But I'd say I have a pretty good immune system. I'm not sneezing all the time. Why is everybody in this place sneezing? Oh, it's a doctor's office, duh. Ah, I see why everybody loves Shaunie.
Slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How?
There's our sweet little strawberry.
Medal?
The army's not got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
I see traffic laws still exist in the gaming world. Why? So you obviously have too much hair to be the Rock. Yeah, and too little ego. Thank you, chat. To bless you. Outfit change. Yay. Yeah, we have different outfits in this holla. Don't know if anybody can tell, but this little strawberry is the Shaunie in question. Come on. Come on, game. I had to pause it right here.
Long story.
Give it a second to catch up. There we go. Oof. Let's play a little game of let's see if it can follow my mouse. When the game's lag is that bad. How laggy is your game? Well, it reminded me of an appointment yesterday. Today. Oh, yeah. There we go. Wonderful. Now, let's go to the options menu. And let's go to video. Let's go to display. We've been through this before. Here we go. Turn full frickin' screen off because that ice is horrible. And then when it says, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure I want to make these changes. Come on, acknowledge my click. I feel like Hades sometimes when your computer fights you. You're like, I think we're forgetting one teensy-tiny detail. I own you! Now this should make it go faster. Right? Nope. Game. Don't make me smack you. Game, I will put you over one knee, and you won't enjoy it. Come on. Here we go. Let's just...
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
It'll catch up. Give it a second. Now, guys, the reason why the game is laggy is because I have to click the start button on my PC in order to make it so my mouse can move outside of the game screen so I can interact with OBS or the chat or any other screen. The problem with that is that sometimes it makes the game fall behind ever so slightly. It won't be like that the entire screen. Don't run away, I promise! It's like, please don't run away. Game's like, I can change, please don't run away from me. It's like, you better start shaping up, game.
Not like a scholar at all.
I mean, scholars aren't necessarily ugly. What do scholars look like?
Interesting. Curious to know. What do scholars look like to your mind?
I click the escape button. Let's time how long it takes.
Hard on the eyes, right? So they wear spectacles.
Glasses can look cute though. Not in this game, never mind. This is driving me nuts. I'm quitting to the main menu. Screw you, game! My fiance was working on something with the PS5, creating a code or something, and went to bed at 4 a.m. this morning. What in the dickens? Does he not believe in good health, Ariel?
Geralt had to face Aradin, but could only hope
Don't
to
make
beat
me
him
smack
with
you.
help
I would
from
put you
friends.
over one knee and
Wild
you'd enjoy
hunted
it.
defeated
Game
exceptionally
gasps
powerful
and scandalized.
So Triss and Yen set out
It's
to
acting like a
defeat
brat,
the
so it's going to get
sorcerers.
treated like a brat.
Avalach
And not in the
began
same
to
way
lead
where you
the
treat a
sorcerers.
queen like a brat and a brat like a
Elven
queen.
Sage decided to erode the king of the hunt support in his own
What
realm.
king has a
With
thing for
Geralt
red
in tow, he
heads?
ventured through
Mama
other
Bear told me to
worlds
ask
the city
you,
of
are you the
Ternalia.
king? Wait,
There
Cauliflower,
they
you
found
asking
Aradin's
Amity?
response
Oh
to
no.
Gels. Gels had been a loyal subject
Mama
of the
Bear,
older
te
folk's
pasas.
previous king. When he learned
You got a
that
lot of
Aradin
cheek
was a
there. I
religious
think I know who
hunter,
she's
he
talking about.
agreed to help defeat the usurper.
At least she said king. Well done. I see, I don't think you can actually screw with the game. Ycey, I don't think you can actually screw the game. Watch me. Oof, this is ugly, but at least I'm out of the cutscene. Okay, let's try this one more time. I appreciate everybody for sticking through with this. Yep, I want to quit, because this thing is about as choppy as a butcher shop. Oh, now it's going quite nice. Ah, see the beautiful frame rate. Smooth and silky like butter wrapped in silk. Wait, no. Silky like butter. Silky like silk wrapped in butter. Forget it. No butter and silk.
Be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic. So Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach too began to lay plans of his own.
Oof.
The Elven Sage
Now
decided
screw
to
whatever
erode
this
the king
gunk
of
is
the
in my
hunt
throat.
support in his own realm.
Oh well,
With Geralt
you
in
do what you
tow,
do, you know?
ventured through other
Do what you can do.
worlds to the city of Ternalia. There they
Let's get
found
some
Aradin's
water is what I'ma
best
do.
boy, Gels. Gels had been a loyal subject of the older folks' previous king. When he learned
You see what I
Aradin was
mean?
a
I'm
religious
allergic
knight,
to
he agreed
buffoonery,
to help
and
defeat
that's why I was
the
sneezing. I did sneeze right when the frame rate dropped for no reason, so yes. Yeah, no, I gotta just quit out of the game entirely. Alright, you know what? This is ticking me the dickens off, so I think I'm just gonna quit the game entirely. There we go. Exit. Exit. I'm pressing a button, dang it! Oh my gosh, you're worse than my editing software. I have to press the button twice, but it won't acknowledge the first click. It'll only acknowledge the second, and only if it will acknowledge both clicks on the editing software, but only when I want it to do something different. Unless it won't acknowledge my clicks unless it wants to do something that I don't want to do. My gosh, game, you're worse than my editing software. Silky like silk. I see you are a true poet. Shut up. Spoken like a professional. Quiet. Oh, yeah, Amber. Have some lemon and ginger tea with honey, Ycey. It'll help your throat. So I hear, Jen. Problem is, I don't have any of that. Let me just mute this real quick. There we go. Really hope nobody said that. Zombie Adobe crying in the corner. Yeah, cry, Adobe. You deserved that.
Geralt had to face Eredin.
No joke. I'm gonna be switching from Adobe to something else just because it is far too expensive each month. Too. And for what? Updates that do jack little. They do little to jack. They don't do jack, they don't know jack. But they charge out the nose through it and through the ears, too. So, yes, either you get a different editing software, or you make like or you put an eye patch over your eye, if you know what I mean.
Gels had been a loyal subject of the older folk's previous king. When he learned Eredin was a regicide, he agreed to help defeat the usurper.
There we go. All right. Now, let's go upstairs.
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good.
Hey, she does have glasses.
Pumpkin and army can prove more ravaging than even their
Oh,
fiercest
not the
foe.
cute, short-haired redhead with the glasses. There they are, just
Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
the wooden glasses around her little red
Got any medal
sash.
like that?
Geralt?
Hey,
Are you all
Lorenzo.
right? What's that on your face?
Long story.
What's that on your
We're
face?
conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Geralt, you might want to tweak
yes.
your
Right.
coat there.
I'll get to
Coattail.
work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
I mean, you ask me, making her a scholar would just make her a little more attractive, so... What do scholars look like?
Interesting. Curious to know, what do scholars look like to your mind?
Well, all that reading's hard on the eyes, right? So they wear spectacles.
Oh, aye. Thick ones, propped on wrinkled noses, and their clothing frumpy at best.
Who've they got to dress up for? The books?
Fascinating, really. But if I were you, I'd make sure no medic ever overhears you.
Huh? Why's that?
Because when you get cut in a battle, she might just refuse to stitch you back up.
You're a lucky bastard, witch.
It's like the old saying goes, I'm not the party's healer, I'm the party's will,
Isn't that right?
I'm the one who decides who
Admit
lives and who
it.
dies.
You fancy it too, eh?
We've seen her making eyes at you. Now it looks like her. Not like she looks at us, ain't that right? Admit it, you fancy her too, right? Chat, should we answer as Geralt or answer as me? Answering as me.
It'd take a blind man to shrug and turn away.
Too true. Meantime, you witches have got especially sharp senses.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
Chat, I want you to know Shaunie is up there in terms of popularity with Yennefer and Triss among the Witcher fandom. I can see why.
Redanian cause now?
Her being a healer
I
only
serve
helps that.
individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other. Must have been in Vizima.
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt. Proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice.
You
Shortly
can take a look at me
thereafter,
any day, dear.
war broke out. and
I
was
have a
pressed
lot of
into the
injuries that
Redanian
need to be
medical corps.
mended. That need a soft, gentle hand to heal.
Can't complain, really. I've lived at home since the fighting subsided, resumed my practice, and simply treat the ill. Though I must always be ready, for at any time the Redanians might knock with some painfully urgent assignment.
You play as yourself in every game? Nonsense! I play as the characters. Unless there's a character I can create, then I play as myself. If I was playing as myself, I would have romanced Triss in this game, not Yennefer. Although I do have a separate save I have not touched in a long time where I've romanced Triss. That's a different save, though. Needless to say, I have not dated both of them at the same time. The 15. Let's see. I am answering as myself. This surprises nobody. Amity, so help me.
Shaunie, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
I killed a prince and was taken prisoner.
Where do I start? All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, an Ophiri one at that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gaunter O'Dimm freed me.
Who's this?
So you can take a look at me any day, sweet girl. I have a lot of injuries that need a soft hand. I see that's not HIPAA approved. Abby, if we don't tell anybody, then it absolutely is HIPAA approved, because none of that information gets disclosed, you could say. Don't worry, dear. I worked in HIPAA for a couple years. I know these rules like the back of my hand, which also needs a kiss. You can take it. Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, come on. Stranger things haven't happened. Yeah. For real, cauliflower. Who's this? A merchant of mirrors? Somebody powerful? Don't really know.
Could be a mage, a demon, or a djinn.
You don't know?
He's very powerful. That's all I need to know. He helped me out of a bind. Now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
O'Dimm told me how to do it. No sorcerers or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer too.
Well, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still don't like this.
Me neither.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Everec's brother.
The other option,
Everec?
don't whine. As much as I want to say that's like a bratty
In my
line,
third year
don't
at
whine.
Oxenfurt, we had to choose an elective.
Sometimes you never
My
know in
options
Witcher
were
games. It might be like,
Pearls of
don't
Wisdom
whine.
from the Hierarchs, or
don't want to take that risk here.
Famous Redanian dynasties. I chose the latter. Here it is.
Scroll up in chat. It's moving way too quickly at the moment. Amity, so help me with what? I'm here to help. Yeah, you're here to help stir up the chaos. Larissa, good to see you. Whitewolf, I don't think I said hi. My mistake. Let's see. What does Triss and Hot Fudge have in common? Luna, where's this going? If it ends with something like, I both want to lick them, then we're ending it right there. They're both yummy toppings. Yep, there we go. I want to taste both of them. That's the problem there. I think what you should have said is, what does Triss and a strawberry have in common? I want to dip them both and they'd look great in chocolate. Now, moving on.
Von Ygrid, Von Estiken, Von Everec. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Vladimir
Thanks.
is the one we're after.
Knew I could count
Where
on
is he?
you. I'm off.
Ha! That
The
sweet
crypt's
face,
described
good
as quite
gosh.
a work of art. I'd love to see it.
And she loves
Why don't I
architecture,
bring the
too.
sensor? We can meet at the entrance.
Larissa. Laddie, this you? I think Triss is more like a strawberry sundae. Yeah. I think she's more like a taste I'd like to see. A strawberry sundae, I meant. Yes, that's absolutely... Sounds like a very sweet treat indeed, Abby. I swear, if Morris bangs on my walls, I'm so... Morris? Mackenzie, who's that again? I think I need to see the doctor. My chest aches. I feel sick. Oh, I hope you feel better. Don't try not to yell so much in this game. Silly. Should have read Luna's sentence before answering, Ycey. Chat goes by a little too quickly sometimes. I don't whine, I whine. Stirs glass. Amity. Alright, Luna. Oh, that quote. You've been waiting to use that joke for how long, Luna? Alright, into the crypt we go. Come on, Roach. Let's go to the crypt. And let's not run over any more kids. Or any more people, any more creatures. Roach has not run over any kids, people. But he has run over a few sheep, pigs, a cow, a deer, or two. Dog, which caused me to reload the game because no, I refuse to have Roach run over a dog. And no, I'm not even talking about times when I was riding Roach. Only a few of those was when I was riding him and lost control.
Come on, Roach.
But there was one time I arrived at one of these fast travel points, summoned Roach, and because the island is very small, because Skellige has a bunch of islands, well, let's just say that Roach got stuck behind something and had to jump over it right where a dog was standing and killed the dog, which caused me to reload because, you know, we're at a fast travel point. I'm like, nope, Roach, do not kill the dog. I reloaded just for that. Oh yeah, and we're also going to add a couple of monsters. One of those mutated wolf things. Let's see, he's run over one of those mutated wolf things, and one else. He hasn't run over any cats. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and he ran over a hound of the wolf, or a hound of the wild hunt. It's a monster in this game. But no kids.
Show me what you got.
Sorry, wolves, I don't have time for you today. Hey, White Wolf, call off your pack already. Apparently I've got to go through the trees. Jen, he ran over deer. Yeah, that one was kind of odd though, because I swear I already passed it, but the deer jumped into us. And because we were in the running animation, the game translated that as, okay, collision plus running animation equals death. Equals roadkill. So needless to say, I was shaking my head thinking my horse is a bigger psychopath than me in this game. I mean, my horse has a bigger kill count than me probably. There was even a last time, if you missed it, we had to chase down a monster called the Hound of the Wild Hunt. Picture a four-legged, hound-like creature that has no doggish qualities that redeem it. And it looks like a giant bluish-gray stone. Anyway, we had to hunt one of those monsters down. It's too fast, and Geralt said probably one of the truest things I've heard in a long time. Roach will run you down. I'm like, yep. I swung at the Wild Hunt's creature. I swung at the hound, or I swung at the monster, missed, and I kid you not, Roach ran it over. I didn't even know he could do that. But he has run over a couple of creatures here, so I shouldn't be surprised. But my horse literally pulled a fine, I'll do it myself. Literally sees me miss like, oh, come on, Dad. Please tell me she's making a flower crown for herself.
Never seen this side of you.
She is.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side?
Your adorable side?
Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Roach accidentally tramples a doggo. Ycey, nope, never happened. Restarts game. It was exactly like that, Whitewolf. Roach has a stomping list. He does, Karma. I find it funny that Karma's the one who points out that Roach has a stomping list. It's Roach's karma list. How did the Prince Guards know to go to the sewers? Probably because that's where the prince was last seen. Or maybe even Olgierd told them to go there. Alright, my lovelies, leave Geralt alone now. Ycey, we are running behind you, not ahead. Roach running everything over speed run. Roach runs over everything speed run. I feel like that should be a video somewhere in the Witcherdom. Not clickbait. Buy a rich wallet, you know. Okay, let's see. Never mentioned you were getting married. A wedding? Whose? It's coming out nicely.
Didn't know you were getting married.
Not mine, silly. My friend's. This garland's not for me. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
Remember to bring the censer?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what
We've
you
got
needed
another
it for,
date.
so I also took a
God
mix
dang
of
it.
amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
The tome was spot on.
I
This
thought
is
you were
impressive.
spoken for. We are
Too
cauliflower.
bad it's falling apart.
The family hit
I'm
on
not
hard
gonna
times.
sleep with her, but as a
No,
friend who needs to go
such
complete a quest that
luxuries.
involves that wedding, yeah, go as a friend date. But
Ooh,
not spending the
that
night.
looks just a little too creepy for me.
No
Don't
problem.
have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
Will do. If I get any
This is no
injuries...
crypt.
Right,
It's a
no,
full-blown
Geralt is spoken for.
mausoleum.
Alright, let's get loot detection system on. Here we go. Ooh. I need to see that weapon. What was that? That's a very terrible weapon. Never mind. I mean, it's a decent weapon, but not quite as decent as the one I've got. Ah, dang it. Can't open from that side. Okay, Dark Souls.
Wraiths. Knew this wouldn't be easy.
Yep. Come on, get stuck in my web already. You little. Got an idea. How about we go over here? Never mind. I'll go over here. Got another idea. Now, come at me. Got this. And this, and you can take this in return. You. Oh, there were 3. That's why. I thought there were 2. Oh. Are either of you just gonna hold still so I can beat you both at once? Listen, I'm a gentleman. I promise to take you on one by one, but if you keep on interrupting when I'm fighting one after the other, I'm forced to take you at the same time. Okay. Can you give it a second to catch up? I feel like either I'm behind or the game is behind. It's probably a bit of both. There we go. Break done. Alright, doing it my way. Let's just go switch over to a different bomb real quick. There we go. Did it just... Yeah, it switched over to a different bomb again. That's why. Boy, I feel rusty today. Like PlayStation 1 grinding its gears levels of rusty today. My goodness. Here we go. Slow down time. Fight. Here we go. Put down this little trap right here. Come on, trap. Load. Make it so they can't teleport. They get trapped. There we go. Wait for this one to appear. Come on.
Last of the surprises.
First try.
So. Should look around.
Right. It says there's one more right here on the minimap. I'll punch it. Punch it into it.
Votive fire. Lit in honor of the dead. Old custom.
Yeah, it says there's one more right here in front of me. I'll punch it. Punch it into existence. Nope. Can't punch the dead, it seems. I'm calling these streams Witcher Wednesdays. Alright, I can do with that, Mackenzie.
Old tombstone. Inscription's almost worn off completely.
Right, let's go look for the one that says Vladimir.
Kestitis? Not who I'm looking for.
Coins are what I'm looking for. Gladly. I like coins.
Eulalia von Everec. Died in 1250.
Eulalia. Now that's a name. I swear that might be the name of his lover. Like I said, why that guy von Everec had the prince killed is apparently he took the love of his life, or the prince took the love of Everec's life. And, well, now he's pretty much agitated by that. He cursed the prince. Gold plate, don't mind if I do. Gold mug, don't mind if I do. I just need some gold food, and we are eating like kings tonight. Silver ring. What, no gold? Gold, there we go. Just when I say, is that all we've got? Silver ring? Put that back here. There we go. Ooh, what's this? Ah. Is there going to be another wraith? Apparently not, but okay, no wraith. No problem. Let's see.
Ycey, age 19, beloved son and brother.
How hard should it be to find one little crypt? One coffin. One coffin is all I need. Already checked these. Now, I checked here. I believe I have. Yeah, everything's been looted. I've already been here, that's for sure. Wait a minute. It says that there's... The minimap shows that there's some room, something to move over here. But I cannot get down there. Is there another path somewhere around here? Guess I'll have to find it. Oh. This must be it.
Probably shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von Everec.
There
son
you
of
are.
Bohemil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt. Every room.
Ah, throughout the crypt. Every room. Where do we spread the incense? Probably have to pull it out. There we go.
Life and death. Fire and blood.
Next.
Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
Don't do this. You, don't do this in
Arise
real
from
life,
the dust,
obviously.
Ye whose blood I have brought.
Like, if you deal with enough jerks in life, don't raise new
Return
ones.
and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed.
Like, if you deal with enough a-holes in
Arise
real
from
life,
the
why would you
dust,
bring some new
ye
ones
whose
back from the
blood
dead?
I have brought. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
Right. Let's put that away.
Fire and blood, life and death. I summon ye, whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everec.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
What did I do to
You
you? Oh,
Vlad's ghost.
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everec's rise only for von Everec blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Kestitis.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again.
okay, do not be the dumbest ghosts alive.
You
Listen.
die here, fate. Kill him, von Everec.
For Olgierd's blood.
Listen, let's not be the dumbest ghosts alive. Well, alive, relatively speaking here. Listen, if you're trying to kill me, you're dead. I'm alive. If you make me eternally dead, then I make you eternally your headache. I make me eternally your headache.
My. Ornery whoresons those von Everecs, eh?
You don't say.
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everec, brother to Olgierd.
How to know that Ycey was here? Everything's looted.
Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones.
Though
Dang.
in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
He seems like a decent
Didn't want
gent.
to fight your family. They started.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is.
Got a good point. Seems like a laid-back fellow.
Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on important business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Let's see, normal looters, loots coins and foods. I think that's more like pickpocketers. Icy looting. Oh, a golden mug. Let me grab that. Well, yes. Have you ever tried sweet nectar? A nice, tasty juice. Well, imagine tasting it from a golden mug. I'd love to have that opportunity one day. Not now, though.
Mentioned you like to enjoy yourself. Well, just so happens that's why I'm here. Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Listen, it feels like I should know Olgierd better. Tell me something about him.
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania.
Okay, and what's the truth?
Drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started riding out on raids. Wet behind the ears. Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command, leading a band of rogues who'd ride through fire for us.
Sound like common bandits. Any difference?
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True, some of our swordsmen were mindless brawlers, but not Olgierd. Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored paintings, and loved the most beautiful maid in the world.
Sounds chivalrous. Almost. Sounds almost chivalrous. If you make me dead, let's say, go ahead, kill me. I'm going to The Witcher you in the afterlife too, Larissa. Abby, if you make me dead, if you make me dead, I'll eternally be your headache, Dead Horde. We'll take our chances. Oof. You will find out you're bad at betting. Oops, sorry, keeps on dancing. Gotta finish the song, you know. What? Oh, thing for Amity, Audrey. Hey, Lauda. How'd you die?
Don't mean to pry, but just a little curious how you died.
Ah! No need to be shy. Folk love such stories. I'd love this one too, were it not to end with my death.
So how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut, and then order the local clods to bring us kegs of spirit. And provide willing wenches to squeeze and churn about.
So
Then,
mock
sadly,
raids.
an ambush. Outmanned 5-1, we were overwhelmed. They killed me, crushed my skull like an eggshell between an upturned oak table and the stone floor.
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and...
About that.
What the blistering devils?
You're dead, remember?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck?
You better not use
Can't
my
lift
body.
a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
Don't you dare steal my body.
I'll go nowhere.
He's gonna steal my body,
I
isn't he?
enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Stop complaining, let's go. Oh, no. Guess I could bring you someone to possess. Olgierd, perhaps, if he's willing?
Guess I could bring someone here, and you could borrow their body just for the night.
Boy, this sounds so
You wish
messed
me
up.
to possess someone?
Yeah?
Say I agree. Whose body would I inhabit?
That's the
Dunno.
problem.
One of Olgierd's men, maybe? Or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin?
Oh, no, no, no. I shan't crawl into the skin of some unwashed bandit or dung-eating swineherd.
You better not be
I've
thinking
a
what I'm
better
thinking.
idea.
Don't you dare.
Oh, no, not gonna happen.
You're not getting inside me.
Oh, yes. Yes,
You're
it
not
is.
getting inside me. You little son of a... thank you for being the worm to my apple. Get out of inside me.
Geralt, wake up. Open your eyes.
Not the worst thing to wake up to. She really wanted to touch Cavill's face.
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
Not gonna lie, that's
Have you gone mad?
not a bad way to
Yes,
wake up.
As soon as I laid eyes on you, promise to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Crap.
Geralt, what's happened to you?
Geralt, I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
Don't steal my body. It's not stealing if you have no choice. That's... Abby, you just defined stealing. You had no choice. It'd be giving if you had a choice. If it was your idea, it's giving or gifting. Hand it over would mean it's either you or your life. You kind of had a choice, but stealing, you had no choice in the matter. Oh boy. Possessed Geralt saying everything Ycey's thinking. Maybe this ain't so bad. Shea, you did not need to say that so loudly. Moving on.
It's his fault.
I just clicked on the random first button I
A pleasure
found.
to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgierd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
Wait,
Seems
you can't
your
see him?
lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me.
Frick.
There's potential in that.
No potential in that. Leave her out of this. Let's get some ground rules, boyo.
Need to set a few ground rules.
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life, which is exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Yes, my little raspberry.
Fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed
Didn't
to
even
show
get a chance
Vladimir
to say,
von
don't you
Everec
make a
the time
fiery
of his
redhead
life.
joke.
Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta
That's
let
low-hanging
my body.
fruit, even though I made strawberry jokes the
Wait
first
a
time I
minute.
saw her.
Are you saying you're
Strawberry
possessed?
comments.
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
Frick.
But what if I want to talk to you, not him?
Then just say it.
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid.
Oh boy, here we go.
Right then, sugar mama. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
Girls, imagine
take
a
it
guy
you're
says
Vladimir now.
he's possessed and that
Doesn't
none
seem
of
like
these
I'll have
actions are
trouble telling you
his.
apart from Geralt.
Doesn't seem I'll have any problem. Don't change the subject,
Don't
darling.
change the subject, my sweet. If a grove's not to your liking, we can cut straight to the chase and make for the nearest haystack.
Well, definitely Vladimir.
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
Gives a
I've
different
got a
meaning
better
to you're the
idea.
apple of my eye. Yeah, more
Just
like the
before
worm in
Geralt
my
entered
apple.
the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin.
My
With
ginger
me,
muffin.
You shall enjoy an evening to top all others.
Wonderful.
yeah, yeah.
I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Yes, Lottie, the drapes
Don't like the sound of
comment.
that.
Amity,
Why not?
disgusting
I'm not
with a
fond of
little
temples,
teacup
see?
next to you. Not
When
that you're
alive,
enjoying
I
all
set
this
foot in
tea.
one to loot it, and in death I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
Lovely. Well, chat, in case you're wondering, yes, this is what we mean by we get to see a dancing
I
Geralt
must
shortly.
say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that.
Probably has.
And that comes from none other
Depends
than
on which head
Vladimir
we're
von
talking.
Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then the haylofts we shall devastate together.
Here's the thing, Shaunie was romanceable in the previous game, but not in this one. Cared for Shaunie deeply once, only ever been friends. I would have said deeply.
Let's say we were more than friends, once upon a time.
Wait, does that
You
affect
tried
my
to
choices
hide
in the
it,
future,
but I
Kinsey?
smelled a tryst. I know a thing or two about
Tryst.
men, you see. A shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well. But no cavalier would rut in another's garden. So, Witcher...
Please,
time
I
for
heard the sound
wedding.
effect. Please tell me this does not mean I'm suddenly going to bang Shaunie
Onward.
later on.
I'll be right behind you.
I told him that we were lovers once, which means that he's probably going to stay away and not use my body to get the hanky-panky on with her,
Grave
right?
robber. Tried to crawl in through the well, broke his neck.
Which grave robber are we
Clearly,
talking about?
The scabby runt wished to rob our family crypt.
Give it a little bit of a rest.
A
we finish my
comely
stuff.
maid. You're quite the fool if you've not ploughed her yet.
How about we talk about something
Keep your
else?
paws off her.
I'm to enjoy myself. Can I help it that I best like tumbles in the hay with fleshy lasses?
Fleshy.
This whole witcher's life, what's it like?
Don't want to know.
If indeed I didn't, I'd not have asked. Go on, tell me.
You wouldn't like it.
It seems like Geralt is holding a sword, but he's not.
Those signs. I'd like to try one.
What signs?
Your witcher signs. Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Till the stroke of midnight, what I would rather is what matters.
Oh boy. My sweet, sweet ginger muffin. Ariel.
Bloody fine mount. Good stance, powerful rump, stable withers. Well, well.
You talking about the horse or
So
me?
you know your horses.
Oh,
I
horses.
should say so. My two greatest passions in life, mares and maidens.
Spooking my horse. Rose doesn't like ghosts.
Spooking my horse. Mares and maidens.
remember that
You're
now.
spooking my girl and my
Whenever
horse.
Olgierd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yennefer caught us.
You want the time of your life, right? Well, this should give you some excitement. There you go. Why'd we stop
Make
talking?
their surface here. Dig their way out.
Just clearing out some monster dens. Wonderful. I like to take a look at the loot before as I take it, you know? Oh, an abandoned town. So we just gotta clear out the neckers. That's neckers, not... Ycey, I better not hear a joke about that. There we go. Problem solved. Hey, I am a monster hunter, so what kind of pest control would I be if I just saw some pests and decided to leave them?
Vickers surface here. Dig their way out.
See you, Amber. Take care. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I know this lake. I've been here before, but I passed through it real briefly just so I could buy some cards, I think. Didn't even get a chance to open up any of the plots here. Hey! Yeah, we're clearing out the way so that people can move back into their homes. Gotta say, witchering is a tough life, but it's got its little moments like these. It won't affect your relationship with Yen. Thank you, Hala. Good to know. Area liberated, populace is returned. Nice. Meet Shaunie by the farm where the wedding will be held. Where's my horse? Roach, where are you? There you, buddy. There are you. There you are, buddy, is what I meant to say. Now, what windmill was he talking about?
Giddy up.
Oh, that windmill. Will the cutscene resume if I go back to it again? I feel like I just plowed on through it. Probably not. Don't run over any sheep. Oh, yeah, yeah. We're trying to lower the number of kills. We're trying to shorten the roadkill list. The Roach's roadkill list. The Roach's roadkill roster. We here are trying to shorten the Roach's roadkill roster. Thank you very much. We here at Ycey Narrates do not condone animal cruelty in any form. Speaking of which, I've actually got to, speaking of animal cruelty, I've got to go feed Thor real quick. Be right back, everybody. There we go. We are back, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thor has been well fed, well taken care of, and well emptied out in the backyard, and I've got taquitos in the oven now because I'm starving and will probably walk away in about 10 minutes once they're done, but I'll be back in probably 1 minute after that. Might not even pause. Here we go.
No sign of her yet. We need to wait.
What's funny is I approached this manor earlier in the campaign.
This is very romantic.
Just to pick up a card.
Fuck off.
Very romantic indeed. Geralt, please whisper some sweet nothings in my ear.
Wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Buddy, just swipe right already. Move on.
Hold. Mean to go in wearing that?
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe. One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
That's somebody's...
Oh no.
Chat, I don't want to hear any crap about stealing. I
Come
loot
now.
what is not...
We're merely borrowing.
I loot what has not been claimed. I don't want to hear any comment about stealing. I only go in and take what is not claimed. This is very claimed. This is very much claimed already. Oh. Ooh,
Perfect
but
fit.
it does look
feels tailor-made.
quite snazzy.
Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding.
I really am going to fight like a gent today.
And we must be neat.
We're already shaved. You don't have a beard. What is he going to do? Shave the next layer of skin off?
May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're
Write that
actually
down, write
quite
that down.
amusing this way.
Write that down.
Be assured, you'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
How intimately?
Enough to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me.
I
they're nothing
don't
to
think
scoff
the
at.
game was
May I please speak to Geralt
programmed
for
to
a
use this mod
Whatever
because it's
for.
doing some...
This evening is about my pleasure.
The
not
lips
his.
moment?
look
Just
like...
for a moment.
It
Then
looks
you
like
can jump right back
Injustice. It looks like the Justice League.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make
Of
sure
course
your
I come back
friend
to
doesn't
Geralt wearing a
embarrass
nice
me.
outfit.
I can't make
Yes,
you do
Amity,
anything.
of course
All
you
that
do.
nonsense is his. I feel like an ass saying it.
Feel like
I
an
like
ass.
some of that nonsense.
Ah, okay. Write that down, write that down. All right. For example?
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Relaxed? So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life.
I feel like a
Instead
couples
of going
counselor.
around solving everyone's problems.
But what does... I don't understand.
It feels like a
Of
young
course
couple
you
bickering.
don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
All right, let's
We'll
go to
talk
this
later.
wedding and
Let's go to this
unwind.
wedding. The sooner the ghost has his fun, the sooner this will be over.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
This way. My strawberry.
Hey! I was stealing my lines.
Hello, world, I'm back.
You're right, he does have good taste.
I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids.
Very fine taste. Very, very fine taste.
But none compared to you,
Fill it in.
my dear rhubarb.
Gotta give him some credit. I thought he was gonna say
Beware of
booby.
the dog, Shaunie. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
What a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
Ah, the berries make for splendid hooch. Olgierd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
Try
For
to.
you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
But no promises.
Let's go kill some monsters.
Come,
Let's walk.
time to meet and be greeted.
Meet and be greeted.
A step from your side.
Be nice now.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
Nothing better than a strawberry dipped in hot fudge, right, Luna? Listen. What escapes from my lips?
health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Just gonna ignore it.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the
They
feast.
look like a sweet little
Our
couple.
turn.
They are positively
My
adorable.
dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
Her
It's
chosen
an
one.
honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives. I am
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially. So fragrant, so tasty, I could...
Righto, I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
It's reasons like this why Geralt has a reputation in the books.
Aren't you an extraordinary beauty, my dear?
Why? Thank you.
You had your pick of gents, I'm sure.
Where is this going?
I'm attempting to discern why she chose you, Jonas.
I mean, you
Hopefully
don't
this is
approve
leading
of my
somewhere
wife's
good.
choice.
I've no skin in this game. I ask out of pure curiosity.
It's a setup for a
Well, rein
compliment.
it in, or I shall have to explain my wife's choice to you hands-on. Out of pure pleasure.
Why so
A
testy,
hands-on
friend?
experience
Have I
of pure
insulted you?
pleasure?
Merely
Say
told
no
your
more.
wife she was a beautiful woman, yet here I'm threatened instead of getting thanks. Have some manners.
Geralt, that's enough. She simply fell in love, that's that. Jonas, I'm sure my friend meant no offense.
That was a setup to a compliment from your wife, though. Seriously. You get a hefty dowry with your bride? Let's not ask that. How do you know Shaunie?
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shaunie know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove. You will help her, will you not?
That is between me and her. You needn't butt in.
But I'm not.
Goodness
I merely
boy, you're
ask.
acting like a high
See,
school
I've come
teen.
to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start.
See, that was a chance for the wife to compliment the husband. Why'd you pick this man out of everybody? Thing is, I see you didn't deny it. Luna? No. I didn't. Let's just say I love a good strawberry dipped in hot chocolate. Fudge, for sure. And I'm sure that Triss would taste equally delicious if she had some chocolate on her lips that needs to be cleaned off. The revels begin!
The fat enough. Time's a-wasting.
Are you, expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your
Shaunie,
liquors
pull
and
this
dance
dude
with
away.
the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
You think this is you think this is going to be one of those streams where I or we say a couple of unhinged things and just let it go? No? No, I didn't think so either. Take part in the wedding activities until midnight. That is literally a quest. Alright, chat, here we go. Questing. Let's go on a quest. Minimap says that this is one.
Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing bows?
What do you mean? My back aches from pounding the churn, so I'm having a...
And they said fire burns hotter in an old stove.
If I was your age, you'd be singing a different tune. Have you squealing like a kitty cat?
On that note... Oh look, more pigs.
Falling over themselves to catch a painted pig.
Smearing their weddings garb with muck.
Aha! Finally, a manly man's sport.
Manly man's sport. Well, I definitely am not going to pass that opportunity up.
What sport is this? Blustering about after pigs, are you?
Lads are racing to be crowned king of the swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench.
I love a good strawberry dipped in hot fudge. I'm sure Triss would taste delicious if she had chocolate on her. There it is, tarty Ycey. Abby, listen, I like strawberries and I like chocolate, and I just think that they go together marvelously, like me and Triss. Dang it, now I want strawberries. After all that, Amity. After all of that, all you have to say is simply, you're hungry again. But speaking of hungry, I'll be back in about 2 minutes. All right, there we go. Grab my taquitos. I can eat these during the cutscenes. My legs. I did leg day yesterday, folks, because, you know, you never skip leg day. But now, my legs feel... Oof. My legs feel sore like an old man. Oh, yeah. Get comfortable in my seat. Oh. I did leg day yesterday because, you know, you're never supposed to forget leg day, even as a man. Especially as a man. Gotta carry all that manliness on top of those 2 legs. Don't want them to snap in half. As we all know, I am a pinnacle of manliness with my cartoonish VTuber anime boy energy. Well, my legs feel old and worn like an old man. My butt cheeks feel sore like I visited a dominatrix recently. Now, on to the game.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies dabbed in yellow into the pen.
Huh. Prizes.
King of the swineherds, eh? And what's this king get exactly? The king's ransom, I would hope.
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's king of the swineherds.
You mentioned some trifles for the lasses. Are they worthwhile at least?
For certain. Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a painting. Win and see for yourself.
Ooh. All right, let's do some pigs.
Like
I mean, let's wrangle some pigs.
But why not give it a try?
We'd be honoured. Get that cripple out of there! Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed, let alone a pig into a pen.
Oof.
Let the Witcher give it a run.
Couldn't chase... Ow, hot taquito. Couldn't chase his own wench into a bed.
No pain to hear. It's a moment worth immortalizing for posterity.
Watch my
Swagger.
movement, Shaunie. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker.
With this walk, I'd say so. Look at this man. He's a fancy man. A dapper gent. A real professional.
Come on, Piggy. Got a nice and cozy pen for you.
There's another one over here. Come on, Piggy. This way. First, get you into a corner. Herd some pigs.
Stupid swine. They infuriate me anymore. I'll whack them with a sign.
I'm a fancy man, a fancy man. I'm a fancy man, a fancy man. And in this way you go, little piggy. I know what Lorenzo's probably thinking. Lorenzo is probably thinking, just use, use the thing. Use the force. Use the sign. You can make sure it's actually in the pen. There we go. There you go, little piggy. Now, time to chase this wench into the... chase this pig into the pen. Here you go, piggy. There you go. 2 pigs in. All right.
Feel foolish, peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Victory, Takio.
Master Witcher, we ain't seen such pig-chasing skill in a long time.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My family had many pens, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
Wait, what are they giving Shaunie?
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch.
The plush
Brandish
pig.
it on your horse so that all folk may see.
What do you say to that, Shaunie? Ever witnessed such agility?
You're clearly a natural at chasing pigs through muck. You were a joy to watch.
Geralt walking like you were feeling with the sore legs.
Does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Tell me, Shaunie, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course, but still. Yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish.
Yeah.
I'm every lass's type.
Is that so? Prove it.
He's Henry
pleasure.
Cavill.
Show me
There's
a
your
lass,
proof in the
and
pudding.
I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
Yes, Amity, I said that. You
that
may
one,
quote me.
with the garland.
Splendid choice.
Plush
Now
piggy.
observe as Vladimir von Everec does his thing. Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the
Not
crux
yet.
of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime, more like.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shaunie. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
Ooh, that's a good taquito. Ooh, speaking of good taquito, hello, my dear.
My sweet, you are no mere maid, but a marvel of nature. And now, at last, fate knocks at your door.
But well, I don't know rightly.
She's
you
cute.
Needn't know anything. I know it all for us both. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? But really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how?
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Kovir as well. Wherever you wish. Let's make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Chasing piggies at a
Step
wedding.
away from the
Very
man.
curious choice.
The devils
Yeah,
are
that's
you.
supposed to be the groom's job.
Yeah, the Mrs. Brothers. And we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
You'll do nothing of the sort. Forgive me, I didn't know. Wait a minute. She does. That's true. Right, forgive me, I didn't know.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss. The kind weddings are for.
We all heard your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the barn. What were you gonna do there? Talk some more?
Naturally, we would speak. But first, we would dance. Now tell me, what sort of fool wouldn't want to dance with a beauty like her?
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you
Vladimir,
myself.
my
Just
guy.
after I'd
Yeah,
grab me a
Imperial.
fence post.
Mr. Ghost have such a
You
silver
saw
tongue.
it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun. Fence boards right over there for the taking.
Fear eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one accuses Vladimir von Everec of cowardice.
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
Too damn bad, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
Really?
That does it! Ah! Hi-ya!
Show us what you got.
You're right, Chad. He does have some words.
You needn't ask me twice.
Boys, in the previous DLC, I just cleaned a vampire lord's clock. And you really think that you're going to go at me? Okay, fine. We'll be nice.
Swords, the perfect weapon for sweaty-ass swineherds.
Perfect fit for your job.
There we go.
You plowing gentle fox.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a shield? Damned cretin creamed
I'm
me.
getting better at these combos.
To take a licking from the bull.
Yep.
And with a
If you switch
minion
between the
watching,
heavy and light attacks, he actually headbutts.
peasant
Huh.
spawn. Thought yourself a match for a Von Everec. A witcher. Away with you. Begone. I've tired of looking at your
Oh
slime.
man, but did you have to beat them in front of the girl? Those are her brothers.
Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Geralt, you must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
Huh.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Step out of the
Fine.
line, and I'll
shall
tug your
try.
leash. Got it?
Uh-oh.
Pretty simple.
Shaunie approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess, you do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods... quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
Well, this wedding's boned. Nonsense, cauliflower. If you ask me, this is probably just a very wild, outdoorsy wedding, and we just made the night even better. Even the old saying, a Dothraki wedding without at least 2 deaths is considered a boring affair. There weren't any deaths, but we definitely made them eat the dirt. 3 dirt eaters made for an exciting wedding, I'd say. Good acting is seeing we believe the ghost is really possessing Geralt's body. Yeah, right, because this is totally not Geralt who's doing all of this. Out of practice, all went according to plan. I can demonstrate if you like.
My dear girl,
Oh,
what don't
no.
I have up my sleeve? I'd gladly demonstrate. Perhaps behind the barn?
I think you've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right? You don't have all that much time left.
Your wish is my command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair-featured. Off we go.
So fair-featured. Man, now I'm out of taquitos. Take part in the wedding activities. Shake the kinks from one's bone. I'm pretty sure you didn't shake any kinks. Something tells me he didn't shake any kinks, but he definitely has some. Speaking of kinks, very curious angle.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
Aw.
I was supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with 1 foot bed. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Tain't there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
They've definitely been married for a long time.
What's all
Lightly,
this then?
no, Mr. Ghost.
They're playing
How about
slip-in for
no?
slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
I like Shaunie, I can relate to her. Yeah, Abby, Shaunie's likable. She's probably one of the few Witcher characters that doesn't have a trashy side to her, you know? What do I mean by trashy side? Well, in the books, Yennefer is manipulative, Triss is an opportunist, and Geralt sleeps with just about anybody. He's a philosopher that likes to think of ideas, but then just leave them. Like, empty calorie philosophy, basically. Shaunie's probably the only character that really doesn't have a whole lot. Well, she's not very fleshed out either, though, but guarantee if they fleshed her out, the author would guarantee to find some sort of imperfection to give her. But for now, we just get to enjoy her as is.
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No
I see you taking
prize,
notes
not
from
even a
what the
kiss?
ghost said for later.
That depends on the missing question.
Just hide
If she
the
wants to give
papers.
you a kiss, she
Nonsense.
will. But she ain't obliged.
Kiss from Shaunie. You had me at kissed. All right, let's do this.
Oh.
Oh, there's...
Wait, what? Keep your pants on.
Prime game. Shaunie, your slipper. I shall prove I'd dive to any depth for you.
You did not. Oh, he's still got his underpants on. Well, not gonna lie, if Henry Cavill stripped down to his underpants and said, I'll jump into any lake and get your shoe back, he'd probably have me for sure. Let's see, where her shoe be at? Ah, there it is. Anything else down here? Yep, there it is. Had a feeling we'd find a lost shoe. My gosh, how many lost shoes are down here? We're just helping some gents out the way I see it. See, there are probably a few different guys who couldn't find their lass's shoe, and we're just helping them all out, you know? Nice. I turned over to chat, and the first thing I see is a bunch of melting faces emojis, a screaming cat girl Amity, snide comments from people like Ariel, oh boy, sure, scale, and hello, sailor. Screaming, melting. We now see the difference between Ycey's reaction to a shirtless Cavill retrieving his shoe and the rest of chat. He's even got his hands on his hips like that. He's got Vladimir's mannerisms. Heart, hand on the chest. There we go.
Damn mucky that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more.
I just noticed the view count went up.
Too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance,
I'm just going to take a little screenshot.
Approach the owner of any of these slippers, and she will lift up her skirt and bend over to don it, of course.
So generous and clever.
Just figuring that out.
Just going to take a little screenshot for the thumbnail later
I'll
on.
find the owners of those shoes.
There we
might
go.
agree.
Don't be jealous, Shaunie. That was but a jest.
Amity, breathe.
About the others. Oh well.
Chat.
This,
in through the nose, out
My
through the mouth.
shoe?
Or is it the other way around? In through the mouth, out through the nose. In through the mouth. Actually, it is the other way around. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Pretty sure somebody wants to put something else in their mouth now. Breathe, chat, breathe.
Kind of tune.
I got 2 XP from that.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the barn down.
Here it is, chat. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Dancing Geralt. I didn't lie when I said he could. I could dance like that. Yeah, just make me sleep deprived enough, and that's pretty much what you'll see. Seems it's like a spitting image. Yeah, the guy in the background. That's exactly how I dance.
And now, a special treat for our special guests.
Hello.
Witcher Geralt and his
Speaking of looking in a mirror.
partner, Shaunie. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace. Come, Shaunie. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Lovely bow. Jeez, his hands are massive. Either that or hers are just tiny. Look at that.
You're rather good at this.
Her entire hand fits in his palm. Maybe I finally understand this fascination some girls have with giant hands. Just can't help but to look sometimes. No booze required. The Quince. Dude, I think that I would dance better without any alcohol in my system. Quite skilled yourself. I am the Lord of Dance. Yep, we're definitely going to say that. I am the Lord of Dance.
Not a man here who could outdance me. It's a gift. My legs are preternaturally skilled.
I think Mr. Ghost is beating Dandelion's own game.
Never expected the members of Olgierd
Somewhere.
to have a taste for dancing.
Yet it's so.
Somewhere deep in Novigrad, Dandelion is waking up in a cold sweat. Like he just found his ultimate enemy. Dandelion is going to burst through that door any moment now and be like, our battle will be legendary! It's a dance-off between Vladimir and Dandelion. Now I need to see that. Fanfic writers, go!
The music in the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
Even the hand movements.
Not
This man
sure
is a
I do.
pro.
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
I have my mind, my heart for you.
Wordsmith indeed.
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you shall keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Don't be upset, my peach. I couldn't resist.
My peach.
I'm not upset.
My
Just
strawberry, my peach.
Next time, don't lunge at me.
The
like
girl
that.
I want to give raspberries to.
Fast, so to
Gosh.
speak. Hunger overwhelmed me.
My sweet...
Yes, next time I shall ask.
My sweet grape I wish to taste.
May I kiss you?
You are incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
What for? He'll have nothing of interest to say. The man's a drip.
Please?
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
Well, I probably wouldn't have forced myself on you.
Forced myself? It was an innocent kiss, naught more.
True.
I don't know if I
was
should thank
not
you
something-
or if that should make me angry.
But don't get me wrong.
Not something
I've
she's
thought about doing
against,
just
though.
that a few times, but
What?
I'm not going to talk about it with him here. We can discuss it once he's gone.
I'll hold you to that.
Perhaps a bit of thanks is in order. Seems I've snared the little Robin for you.
You can shut up now.
What's going on
Little
now?
Robin.
Nothing. Never mind.
Don't mind me, chat, just silently taking notes
Happened
for
to see the
future
man who
audios,
announced
if there are any.
Your song.
Yes, he acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I was surprised.
Amity, oh, now you ask? I take it back. Geralt
Gaunter
makes for a
O'Dimm,
yummy
Master
topping.
Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
Consider that he might have simply been nearby and dropped in on a whim.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply. And certainly not on a whim.
Bah, I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
For goodness sake.
Better. Come, Shaunie. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
That was when they were green and scary. If a guy calls me my peach, I'd blush and pout like
The night
Sailor
is young.
Mars.
Come, let's do something wild.
I imagine a lot of the chat are just their own little sailor guardians, and one character after the other. Wait a minute. Talk to Master Mirror at the wedding. Oh! I'd like to dance with you. Oh, I am dancing.
Shaunie, I'd show you how I cut a jig if nimble as a leopard.
Don't let me stop you.
By the way you move, what charm, what grace.
Thanks.
Forget my moves, this man. Think on wedding activities until midnight? Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, they are dwarves. What to say?
Your health, Sir Dwarves. May your beards grow long, but never tangle round your ankles.
To the young lovers, may their loins never cool. May they sire many a bairn and reap gobs of corn.
Oh boy. Geralt, you feeling this too? Oh, that was pretty quick. Metabolized that nearly instant. Now. Oh, there you are. Gaunter O'Dimm.
Not gingerbreads now, but flour, honey, eggs, and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
Geralt. The difference between Geralt and the ghost is that one is dead. I never would have guessed, Enzo. Very astute observation. I never would have guessed.
Is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? They're ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
You're making me more hungry, and I just ran out of taquitos.
How much time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time. Touch it. Let you sniff it. Stroke it even.
Aren't we getting affectionate with our cooking recipes? I've seen some passionate chefs in my time, and I was a little intimate. Knead that bread. That's right, flatten it. Smack it, stroke it.
The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother. That you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Ooh.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shaunie. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shaunie isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt.
Chat's saying they need water. Quince says I have water for you all. No, Quince. No, Enzo, I have the water in this game.
Olgierd's a much better dancer.
And he's sitting right there.
Lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it. I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me. But I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
Shaunie, I'm sorry.
It's all right. That was... Oh, forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right? Let's go. The night's still young.
All lies.
Funny. See, I'm the youngest of the brothers in my family. Oh, goodness.
Brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
Yeah, I mean, not every brother envies the older or younger. I've sometimes heard that it was the opposite. Like, none of my brothers really envied each other to my knowledge. But what I do know is that we all had our talents. And those talents changed in time. Wait a minute, I think this is where I found that card, the cow card.
The ladder begs us to scamper to its top, where we can converse.
Never mind, I already grabbed the card up here.
How so? Just like that?
There aren't that many. Let's see.
I thought it was a picture to pick up. Guess I'm sitting with Shaunie.
I'm all ears. What would you have us talk about? I'm sorry, converse.
I love this music.
Well, when it comes right down to it.
Yes?
You see, the thing is...
Come now, spit it out. Yes, just as I thought. Come, it's time we return.
What's just as you thought? I find you intimidating.
Loudly lowing cows only ever give a little milk.
I've only ever dealt with simple maids, whereas you're a surgeon. I believe I was right not to just take you and... Well, I was right to take the more romantic approach.
Oh, all right. Now come.
Of all these flowers, you, my dear, are the loveliest.
Believe the young man's mistaken me for another.
Not at all. I like my women as I like my peaches. Fuzzy and well ripe.
That's enough. Get going. You're drunk and randy. Nothing good's ever come of that mix.
Depends on which Randy we're talking about. Fuzzy and sweet. Oh, goodness. Seems like we've gone past the ripe peaches and fruit and have gone right to the spoiled ones that are bent over in the garden. What other festivities will we take part in here? Ooh, looks like there is something to take part in.
Drink with us. Drink with us.
I never say no to a lady. To your fair beauty. And to yours, Shaunie, naturally.
Your elfin happiness. Fortune smile upon you, Whitewolf.
We're gonna need another one for Shaunie.
Where are ya?
This is for Dad, or you can just drink it yourself. Did this one make me not drunk? Is that a okay. You heard it here, folks. 2 drinks is the magic number. One to get drunk and the other one to get undrunk. Logic.
He arrived, that's certain. I saw him myself.
One drink gets you sloshed, the other one undrunks you.
Shaunie, darling.
Simple logic.
Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her, wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, who scoop, sizzle, sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here from Novigrad.
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers, but we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Fire swallowers, I'd see a doctor for that. Shaunie?
That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here now. Perhaps he can aid us.
Before I can begin my witcherly investigation, I require guidance, clues. Tell me all you know. Everything.
Well, the fire eater arrived around noon, ate his fill of food, not fire, then went for a stroll to air some gases, he said. That horrid demon saw him and started barking like a thing possessed.
Why so?
Haven't a clue. Didn't like the man, sent something awry.
Wait.
Perhaps that the man swallowed fire. Animals fear fire.
Or maybe it was Gaunter O'Dimm?
Damn fool dog. How can you know? But it snapped its chain and chased the fire eater into the woods.
Foolish or not, it's our son-in-law's beloved pet. There'll be hell to pay if it goes missing.
Alright, I'll find the doggo.
You needn't worry. The Witcher, that is, I, will find this swallower of heated things.
Mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers, that is, we have our ways. The Flame Gulper, what did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
We thank you, and hope for the best.
The second one has had sugarcane juice, can bring even the dead from the grave. Not gonna lie, I'd love to. I'd die to try that.
But are you sure you're up to it? You're not actually a witcher.
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Ah, boy.
Fine. Don't
Go
have
for
to
it.
do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Don't help me.
Shaunie,
Proceeds to
a lot
help
of you
him
and I
anyway.
need to find the
What a
fire
gent,
eater.
Geralt.
If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Tally-ho. Adventure awaits.
And we're back with the ghost. Tally-ho. Geralt, what did you just call me?
All for naught. I do hope the mutant can find the fire.
What did you just call me?
The dog made these tracks true, but a small one. Judging by its house, demon is a hulk, but beggars can't choose their tracks. Towards chain off the wall. So I shall follow these. Underfed it seems, or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood. A bone gnawed so clean I've only ever seen two like this. One in an anthill, the other when I caught a hen after not eating for a week.
The third one, it was Thor's bone.
Its bowl is chipped. Tried to devour its bowl along with its supper. Daft mutt.
Please tell me somebody did not starve the dog on purpose. If they did that, maybe they were hoping it would attack somebody.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding. Think I'll wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now.
Strawberry, peach, pear,
How goes the
apple.
search?
No discoveries of note as yet, but I shan't give up. This witcher work suits me swimmingly.
Let's see, how many other fruit names is he gonna come up with? I'll be back shortly, my pineapple. Sounds like a safety word. Ah, it's over there. Oh, what in the dickens was this? Fire Swallower's cap. Oh,
The
no.
spark spitter's cap, if ever I've seen one. As jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from demon. Two conclusions, then. Our magician is fat, and a coward.
Or that dog is a beast. You know what, if that dog is up there... Why don't I go this way? I'd rather not go into the gorge. Or I guess I'm going into the gorge anyway. Who hurt the baby? Whitewolf? I leave for a moment. Who hurt the dog? Chat, if you were leaving and coming back, what's happened is that the dog is not hurt. It ran off chasing a fire dancer, or a fire eater. A fire swallower. So the dog really didn't like the fire swallower and chased it out into the woods. However, I found some evidence that leads me to believe that maybe, just maybe, the dog might have been starved beforehand. So I don't know if somebody is trying to get this fire swallower killed. Either way, though, I don't think the dog is... Oh, there he is.
Missing man, missing mutt.
That's a small dog. What the...
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape that puppy.
That can't be all of it. He looks so cute.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Let's see. Strawberry, pear, peach. Let's play some bets real quick. Oddly enough, pineapple is one of my safe words. The more you know. Okay, Luna. How long before you think he'll call Shaunie Cherry? My sweet cherry. Oh, my little raspberry. My saucy little tomato. Now, tomatoes are not sweet. My zesty little tomato. Nah. It's getting worse. My little cherry. I'll calm it down. Let's calm the dog down. Of course, I get more points for calming the dog than I do any other creature, than any other quest. Good boy.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
All over.
Were I to command it to eat its own
Don't
tail,
you dare.
it would do so, right?
I will call an exorcist.
Doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding.
You were about to turn that dog into a hot dog and eat itself. No.
Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
Man-eating
Sure
beast.
it won't return.
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Geralt, this jester is drunk as a skunk. I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
Maybe he saw it as a bigger dog than it really
Do you
was.
not at least owe me a sip?
Course. Bottoms up.
Sheesh.
I say, cracking good mead. Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead, true. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
Wait, tomato, right, Emily? That's you. That's what we call you when you're earning some bonus XP on Discord. Because for some reason you always level up on Discord whenever you turn bright red. It's perfect timing. We call it tomato mode. A little tomato, Mr. Ghost, I will exorcist you if you even touch that dog. You know what? Call me a gym bro because you're about to get exorcised, boy. Your hat here.
Your cap, sir. Lost it running from that pup like a gutless coward.
Ah, my dearest Cap. Always brought me good luck, it has. I'll wear it for every performance.
Sire, why does pineapple sound like a safe word? Abby, it's probably because it is. I've heard from a lot of people that's theirs. Are you always so easily scared?
You're a man whose trade is literally to play with fire. How can you fear a tiny runt of a dog?
Was a monster!
Probably drunk as a skunk.
Demon!
So you said. You're a stoneless coward, sir. That's that.
He was probably so blackout drunk, he probably saw an actual hellhound.
I'm cautious.
Probably saw Cinder coming for him.
Know what become of a fire eater who paid no heed to caution?
I suppose he might singe his tongue.
Guessed it. Settles that misunderstanding.
You can't possibly go to the wedding like that.
You can forget about performing in your state.
And just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp, can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
No, but putting it straight down your throat is. Don't quote me on that. Let's go, you can sober up on the way.
Oh, you shan't pull the wool over my eyes. I know your type. Now, here's the plan. We shall head down this path till we arrive at the wedding. You'll have sobered by then.
But...
Silence. Do you know me, sir? When a nobleman speaks, you listen. You will stay close at my side. We will return to the wedding, where you will put on a show to make our honored guests soil their breeches from joy. Got it?
Hear, hear.
Yes.
Good.
Good.
Then let's be off.
Let's see, you'd call her mi flor de vainilla.
Shots, try a step. Wild animals behind every stump in these woods.
Yeah, I would call Shaunie my little flor. My little flor. Flora de vainilla.
Gads! Bear!
Bear? That? As much as you cocks a tent pole. Hide, you blind fool.
Save me!
Tell me, are bears often boar-shaped in your experience?
Got weak eyes, see? Besides, I'm a fire eater, not some damn naturalist.
Now we know why he saw a wolf instead of a bear. I mean, instead of a dog.
I failed to ask. What do they call you?
David Altonsborough.
Listen here, Master Hattonsborough. Stay close, and no harm will come to you. I'll see to it your drunken, fire-spitting gob gets to the wedding safe and sound.
I see walking into his own word traps as always. Yep, someone definitely is going to quote that, I know, Jen.
It was my doing, if I may say so myself.
And Demon? What's with him?
He failed to return.
Swallowing is not always a requirement.
No, he did. He's just acting mighty strange.
Good chat.
Seems to be
Classic, well-behaved chat, of course.
Got as much life in him as a carrot.
But putting it down your throat is.
Nightshade or whatnot.
Your attention, please.
Honestly, I probably could have said it even worse.
To witness the spectacle unrivaled.
Probably could have said something like they didn't hire you just to not put it down the throat.
To eat fire.
We must watch the trickery. Never saw anything like it while alive.
Little girl, you might want to back away. Oh, please, nobody stand in the splash zone. Doggo, please do not go chasing him. What in the dickens happened to that little girl? I was worried she was going to get singed, not glitched. I don't know why I'm so tense seeing her stand that close, but I feel like a parent almost. Shouldn't worry about the fire dancer, should worry about people glitching out of existence.
My first Witcher contract. Done. Fire Eater found. His ass saved. If I could live again, I'd be a Witcher for damn certain.
Take part in the wedding activities? Alright, one last little wedding. Or one last activity from the looks of it. Yes. Enzo, you were right. A game of Gwent.
Most certainly would. You needn't ask twice, midget.
No need for insults.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
Were that true, you wouldn't have called him a midget.
I've apologized. What else would you have me do? Bring him flowers?
I'd have you play and stop talking.
Alright, let's play it. Throw the cards out.
Folk.
What's your wager?
Everything. The whole lot. I'm all in.
Frick.
I never knew you to be such a gambler.
You shall see many new sides of me this night, my dear. Many large sides.
If someone calls me a cute name, I'll be able to cross it off my bucket list. Hey, Whitewolf.
I needn't care.
Better cross it off, my little cherry. Ah, here we go. Let's see. Yep, I've already got the cow card. Alright, do we need to get rid of any of these cards here? I almost want to get rid of this. 24 in total. Oh, total cards in the deck? Yeah, you know what? Let's get rid of that. I want to increase my chances of getting better cards. There we go. Yeah, I think I can do this. Let's do it. Please be something good. As I always say, folks, wouldn't be a complete... Oh, shoot. Most of these cards are awful. Actually, these are pretty good. Not so much, not so much. Get rid of that. That is a good card. He doesn't seem to need... So yeah, I'm going to get rid of Biting Frost. He doesn't seem to need that type of a card. Yay! Both of these cards. Oh, I know what I'm starting out with then. He's already won. Because I can't play this card and steal that. Dang it. Well, alright, here we go. Let's try it. Bait out some of his good cards. How many of these do you have? You know what? I'll just play that little game myself. So this little spy card he keeps putting down, that gives him extra cards. How many of these do you have? Dear gosh, good sir. So that, it actually gives your enemy points, but it gives you extra cards. You need cards to win. What in the dickens? My good gosh. I might as well just end it right here because I've won the round technically. He's got to waste a few more cards. Oh, never mind, he won. Now he's won. Still though, I forced him to waste some cards. Dang, 14 versus 10, he might win this. My little orange would be the next name, I can see. Went at a wedding, let's go! Yup. Pity's sake. Alright, now I gotta do this. Gotta do it too. Let's give you... bonk. Collect my cards. Hey Thor, buddy. How you doing? How you doing, bud? You okay, buddy? Don't worry, I'm just talking to the big glowing box again, buddy. And losing at a game of Gwent, most likely. Let's see now. As much as I don't want to, I've got to give him the extra points. Oh, you okay, Thor? Got that limp back all of a sudden. You okay, bud? Hey. You okay, buddy? You're a good boy. Yes, you are. You're the best boy. Right. Let's start playing a little more on the offense, shall we? Oh, but first, let me get rid of... Oh, you pass, huh? Not a problem. Let me fix that. Now we can pass. I've won, he's won. This round I've got to go all in. Let's bait some of those good cards out of him. Hey Thor, buddy, the entire chat says hi, even though you can't see them. Bait some more good cards out, shall we? Good gravy, he's all over the place. And let's do this. Summon a few more. 13 versus 7. He has almost double the amount of cards I do, which means... Oh, frick, you little... Oh, you little not-so-cherry blossom. Let's see, what does my deck look like? Discard pile? Oh, man. Well, I could pull... I do have some medic cards, so I can pull him out. I can pull you out. Let's start doing that then, shall we? Start pulling some of those spy cards out. There you are. He's like the Magic the Gathering friend who's saving a giant card and then throws Giant Dragon Roar! That is one... Wait a minute. The king say, why'd you say wait? Like, wait. Jimmy, my dog, waving in the back at Thor. Hi, Jimmy, your dog. Saying hi to my dog. Well then, I'll just play this right here. Wait a minute. There we go. Play this as well. 2 more. I think I might just win this, but just barely. Hey, do you think we should play this? Or do you think we should wait a little bit? 16 is the highest card he'll ever get. Maybe I'll just play it out a little bit. I think I can win this, but just by the skin of my teeth. Just barely. Thankfully, I have good weather helping me. That will help me more than it hinders me, so let's just play on that. Wait a minute, I haven't used this card. It lets me see the enemy's stuff. Let's play that. I want to see what he's got. Another one of these. Oh, he does have another. This is an annoying card because it destroys the highest point value on the table. Problem with that is that I very well could be that high point value. So, you know what? Let me just see. I have one more medic card. And if I play a medic card, I could give him this. Or I could grab... Who's the other guy? This guy. I could double the value of this guy. So it'd be 2 10-point cards. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Play Yennefer. That allows me to pull from my discard pile. I'm gonna pull this fatso out. Oof. Get rid of your nice card. I so want him to pull out that Scorch card, because he's got the most powerful cards on the table right now. Come on, boyo. Why don't you do it? You know what? Fine. You know what? I'm going to make him pull out his own Scorch card before I do. Alright, 6. If I use this card right here, those are gone. I'm waiting for him to pass. He's got 3 cards. One of those is the weather. He can't do this forever. Oh, he can't do this forever. He's not gonna like what's about to happen to those cards up here. Ycey, you said, told ya? Oh, I didn't even see what you said. I see Enzo has advice. Okay, let me just see what Enzo was saying. More fire cards. He baits and waits. Wait. Okay, yeah, that's what you're saying. That's why you said wait. He baits and then he waits. Yeah, see, Lorenzo, I should have played this earlier, but it seems he's got one more fire card, and he has to use it. Otherwise... Oh, yeah. I'm gonna just play this right now then, clear out the nice weather. He's got one fire card, and I'm gonna force him to use it. What? Oh, he chooses what card to burn. Oh, you little. Well then, I'll just do this instead. He's got one more fire card to use. I just know it. He passed. Of course he passed. Well, he also lost. So, there we go. Alright, I won. Yeah, he's done. Alright, won just barely. He definitely baits and he waits.
It's up, mate. Slap those asses' ears on your ass's noggin.
Oh, so that's how we get the...
Shame. I'd already pictured you in those ears. Quite the interesting picture, too.
I know of other ways to look interesting. I could show you.
These are the bunny ears I was telling you guys about, or donkey ears.
Drink. We are at a wedding.
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
Fatality. And so, Larissa, both
Shaunie?
of you.
My betrothed. Know what that means?
My betrothed?
What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must. Ah, the merriment. Good show indeed. Let's continue the ball. Quite the luck.
Capping ceremony at the barn.
Next diversion.
Well, it looks like the stream is almost coming to an end. I need to say that next time there's a card, next time there's a game of Gwent that turns out well, I need to say fatality. I also didn't even notice this until now. In the top left corner, next to Geralt's HP, usually it's the wolf sign for Geralt. But since we're no longer playing as Geralt, this is Vladimir. It's Vladimir's coat of arms in the top left. Huh. Alright, capping ceremony, here we go. We got this man killing it. Dance with me. She loved your donkey ears. Ycey, no, did you? Lucky you.
I need to be by the bride for the capping.
Go on, Shaunie. I'll manage fine alone.
So if you lose the card game, you have to wear the donkey ears. Oh, that's funny. Yep, no bunny ears, Larissa.
This night I've tasted of life's delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
No need? Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time,
They're actually cheering.
Each and every maiden here. Farm hands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles. Am I right?
Despite the backhanded compliments, people are actually cheering. My gosh. I wonder if they just don't understand what he's talking about.
Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you.
That angle a moment ago where I was just looking at the hem of a girl's dress. I'm like, what is with this angle?
For this, I thank you and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are.
Wait, I'm not drunk enough.
All maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shaunie.
Midnight chime has struck. The capping times are come. What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run?
Seeing
Be
Geralt
they
so
nice?
extroverted,
Be they
this scares me.
mice?
It scares a lot of us,
Jesterly or
Andy.
lordly stance?
But I find it quite
Out
charming.
they'll come in this
I kind of find it
hour's
interesting. I want to see more.
Toast the lovely couple and give them a few weeks, and we'll toast their lovely bed with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another side. Writes one lovely tale.
This is adorable.
Bridegroom best beware, or she'll make you a cold
Precious little flower in the center.
What's the groom a thinking? A storm upon his
Aw,
brow.
man.
Must be second guessing if you get that cow. You get the cow, lad, the bull, the calf, the hay. So drink
Shaunie, yeah, there we go. Come here, my sweet tulip, you and I, to go crown that little rose cup. What did I even say? Come with me, my little tulip, you've got the roses to match. My sweet rose. Oh, gosh. That's how you sign an invitation? I've heard of riders that use their blood, sweat, and tears, but that is not at all what I thought he meant. Now all he needs is some sweat and tears. Why'd you have to leave after cutting him?
Necessary.
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
I will.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good.
Remember when I went on that date I told you about? Wasn't shy about it. Kind of like your ghost friend. Enzo, you suddenly acting like Geralt is making me laugh. In good ways.
Their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing...
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shaunie caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see? She asks after me. Misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip.
I use that one too, for pity's sake.
That kiss is
Don't call her
so
little
light.
Rose.
A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more, or two more, or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
I use that one too.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
What's Geralt think
My
about
sweet Rose, yeah, definitely
You
not
gave your
simping for
word.
Shaunie. Abby, I'm not
darling,
simping for Shaunie.
I'm dead. Can't
I'm
expect
admiring.
too much from
I'm
a
appreciating.
Vladimir von Everec. Go back whence you came.
How long have you been waiting there?
Stay out of this.
Well, I'm definitely not going to call Shaunie my apple next if you're going to bite it like that.
Stop! I beg you! Stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your mouldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Don't torture him.
He can just
I
do
promise
that.
you'll not die.
As villain statements go, that was a very villainous retort. Don't worry. I
Guys,
promise he won't die.
What is this?
The ghost stole your lines. Yeah, Jen. I don't know if I should be writing things down or if he was writing things down from my book. Either way, I'm like, I said that one too. He stole my lines. What did you do to him that was unduly harsh? Thanks, he was starting to be a pain. What did you do to him? That was unduly harsh.
Didn't have to make him suffer.
Of course I needn't have. But I could.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
One
I
more
disposed of a
villainous
pest.
line after the other.
There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see.
I liked suffering a bit of cheek.
Yes, I know.
Good for
As
pinching.
soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
You do? How?
Shaunie, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everec will bother you no more.
Ever-loving tulip. Okay, that got me. So you're not immune to charm, Amity. Good to know. I'd like to stay a bit longer.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry.
You are
A
disappointed.
witcher has to ply his trade, follow his path. As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
You understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
So this is what you meant by you
Rather
got her
manage
some
without your
wine,
advice,
Enzo.
thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the
Contract?
night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another.
He's got a satchel full of contracts from the looks of it on the left. Of course he's stealing your lines, Ycey. He's a ghost. You're not wrong, Hama. Participate in all the activities at the wedding. I actually got a achievement for that. Huh. Use your witcher senses to find something that will cheer up Shaunie. Huh. Let's see, option 1. I'll cheer up Shaunie and then I can end it. Let's see, option 1, wine. Option 2... Option 2 is also wine. Option 3 is a dog? The heck?
Gotta find me some work.
For a second I thought that was the guy that sounded like a dog. And option 3... where is it? You see, women are simple? What a lot of crockery, Abby. Simple to him. He is definitely not of course, a immortal, unknowable being would of course find women simple. And men idiots. Goodness. Alright, and option 3 is also wine over there. So it looks like, basically, no matter what we do, it's wine.
Good mead ought to lift her spirits.
So good mead. Whoops. No,
A sip of something strong never hurt anyone. Question is, will it cheer her up?
Let's go grab
Good
the other
idea?
thing.
Maybe not. She might be a sad drunk.
Let's see. What is the other one, though?
Oh.
Sorry, just need to get by. There's another thing over here, but what is it? Is it the flowers? It's probably the flowers. It's probably the dog. She just wants a dog.
mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces.
Yeah, let's get her that.
Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up?
I'm gonna pick these.
Fine, I'll pick some. Becoming quite the romantic.
Level up. Yay. Not gonna lie, kind of miss the old Vladimir walk. Hands on his hips, proudly stepping and strutting. Oh well, at least we got the confident Geralt stride. I may joke that I'm a simple girl, but I promise you I'm anything but. White Wolf. Aren't you a white wolf? Thor will be like, I hear other flu. Mackenzie. No, thankfully Thor cannot hear this because it's in my earbuds. Shaunie dear, brought you something.
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
You and I see each other so rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning.
Choose wisely, my friend. Quince.
I remembered I liked the Rowan.
She said it was one of her favorites. And she looks beautiful with it on.
Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
Chat, imagine if instead of flowers or a drink, he comes and brings a puppy to cheer her up. It's hard for me to be immune to charms. I can try, but especially if it involves sweet names. Sweet names, Larissa, or sweets and sweet names? All alone, you've got me.
You got me.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts, I need a good glass and a good laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day. But I am happy to see you always. And today, I'm all yours.
Well, in that case, let's drink to tonight.
To tonight. May the moment last.
I'm afraid the drinks got into our minstrels. Horribly off.
Shaunie looks like a pretty nymph.
Let's go for a walk.
Jen,
Good idea.
she is a pretty nymph. Well, Enzo, did I choose wisely? You said that you got her a drink of wine,
Did you
right,
enjoy
Enzo?
the wedding?
It was.
Not half bad. Might have even enjoyed myself if I hadn't had to argue with a madman's ghost, be his puppet. Gotta admit, though, thanks to him, I did experience a lot of things I might have missed otherwise.
Vladimir was not half bad.
Woods, or brawling, fence board in hand.
Forgetting something.
Chasing
There was
pigs.
also a kiss.
True.
And a dance.
Though that was so clearly Vladimir. I nearly forgot you were involved at all.
His will, sure, but my body felt everything.
What's with all the
Reminded
bunnies?
me of the old times.
Vizima, you mean?
Last time I saw a bunch of rabbits show up,
Thought you'd forgotten
Kira was
our
trying to
whole
seduce
Catriona
us.
story.
Epidemics long forgotten, sure. But the romantic bits in that adventure? Don't plan to forget those.
Unfortunately, you are not for her.
You needn't
No,
worry about
Quince.
our finances, sir.
Oh, we got wasted
It's
so
my
fast.
workshop.
Quince.
Business is booming.
Good. I'm relieved to hear it.
And so you and Shaunie got
Time's
wasted.
at its end. But don't tell the old
Pity's sake,
butlers.
man.
She'd be furious if she learned.
I need to hear this. We got wasted, Enzo. First Siri, then Shaunie. Man, you are not shaking these borracho allegations, Enzo. Which is ironic because you're normally sober, unless you're dead tired. So, Enzo, did I guess right? You say, unfortunately, I'm not for her. Between the roses, the mead, and the wine, I gave her the flowers. All right.
Let it slip.
Never you worry, sir. My lips are sealed as the grave. Oh, Us menfolk need to stick together.
Sir. Enough of that. I'm Vassy. You can call me Dar.
Hey, father.
Dar. I feel honoured. Let's drink on it.
Seems
Wow.
the families are bonding.
A bride's father and his son-in-law? Stiff at first, but add drink and they bond or slap each other silly.
Or both. Can be fun.
I was afraid the wedding wouldn't happen at all.
Mean the differences in wealth?
Mm-hmm. Jonas's family didn't consider Aldona worthy.
Clear they love each other, though. Parents usually give in if that's the case.
Oh, I don't know. My mother would never accept an unfit beau, even if I insisted I loved him, had chosen him.
Unfit? What's that mean?
What kind of beau's unfit?
So far, every kind.
You only ever bring home fiddlers, jugglers, and witchers?
I feel like Enzo uses this as more of a dating sim. Enzo, care to retort, zombie?
No, but she'd want me to choose someone wealthy, or with a good trade, well brought up.
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
I guess not, but it's hard to find one like that who's still even slightly amusing.
That's probably true.
Tell that to my mother. She actually thinks I should have found a husband at the academy. But I didn't. Ugh. I'm certain she thinks there's something horribly wrong with me.
Oh, please, Shaunie. It's the 13th century. Women don't go to the academy to find a husband. They go to learn, pursue their passion. You did that. I'm sure your mother appreciates it. You got a doctorate, have your own practice, been at the front lines many times. You're a good person. Not a thing wrong with you.
This is Geralt
Really think
speaking,
so?
not Vladimir.
Really?
Huh.
Look, the brave brothers.
Drank themselves stiff as the boards they tore from the fence.
Wonder where the sister is. Couldn't protect her from a cheeky 4-year-old in their condition.
If they hadn't intervened, you'd have gone for a tumble in the hay with her. She was willing, if you ask me.
Only her? Would have survived somehow. That was Vladimir, not me.
That was Vladimir, not me, remember?
But pretend for a moment it had been you, and the situation had been different. Say you're at the wedding, and that very girl keeps glancing, smiling at you. Then finally walks up, and you know exactly what she wants. What do you do?
Let her down easy, I prefer you, or I go with her. Honestly, me, I admire the boldness. I've at least given her some time. Helped out in the conversation. Let her down easy, I prefer you. We are taken with Yennefer. For pity's sake, there's no option here. So, there's no option for just that. Either I go with her... Okay, guess this is a hypothetical situation.
If Dandelion was around, and he usually is, I'd introduce her to him and walk off.
I don't
prefer
believe
you.
that. You'd let the opportunity pass.
I do.
I don't need opportunities like that.
Changed your style.
Let's say I've grown choosy.
You say that as if you've already picked.
'Cause I have. Guess who?
Shaunie deserves someone who will stay. She does, Abby.
Ooh.
Geralt empowering women in STEM.
Gorgeous.
We say he's an equal opportunist. He's just an equalist there, Karma.
Been thinking about that kiss.
What kiss?
The one Vladimir planted on your
Wrong
lips.
choice,
with
Ycey?
my lips. Just wondering if it would have felt any different without him
Wrong
there.
choice for what?
That I cannot tell you.
Wait a minute, Ycey, you mean wrong choice
one
as
way to
in...
find out.
Are you saying that I shouldn't have picked that if I don't want to be with her? Or why do I get the feeling I'm going to be skipping this momentarily? It's moments like these where I just know she'd be kissing me while I talk and just saying, Ycey, shut up. Fine. I think what you mean is shut up and kiss me already.
So, how'd it compare?
Definitely rather kiss you alone, of my own free will. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe Vladimir was after more than a kiss. Said so openly, in fact.
All true. He was very direct, I'll give him that. which on occasion has its advantages.
You're right. Can save a lot of time.
So, how do you stand today, Geralt? Have some time to waste with me? Or would you rather go back now?
Love to stay, I would. But we ought to get back to the wedding.
Oh, yes. Yes. That's best.
Sorry, Shaunie.
Penny for your
Bearded
thoughts.
man.
Just thinking that friends
Geralt would have
should
done
stay
it.
friends.
My feeling too.
I have a lot to think about. Alone. So I'm not going back to the wedding. Not really fond of watching drunks stagger around anyway.
Poor girl.
Shaunie, wait.
She'll
Before you
live,
go,
though.
Need
We
to
all
ask
do.
you a favor.
Yes?
It's
We
about
all do.
Olgierd. Seems a mysterious man. Can't escape the impression his story's more complicated than I thought. Could you look into it? See if you can learn something?
Sure. Be glad to.
Thanks. Be seeing you.
Yes. See you later, Geralt.
Angel, good to see you. You certainly stumbled in the intriguing time, you say. Not only that, but, hey, ladies and gents, if anybody wants to look at the chat for a moment, here we go. There we go. Angel, if you would be so kind as to type something else. You made it. I'm glad you did. You made it just in time as we were finishing up. I gotta say, this is a nice fit. I am keeping this for the rest of the game. Look at this thing. Oof. We do have a couple of different outfits to choose from, like this one right here. You know, it's more for a fancy occasion. Perhaps if we want something that's one part fancy, one part adventurous, like on the road. There's this one. You know what, this is more like something for a royal occasion, perhaps. But you know what? For on the road, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm keeping this one. Well, let's see now. We've prepared one of these. Inform Olgierd that the task is completed. All right, so that is one task complete. Now the other one. Oof. Quite the distance to trek. Might as well just tell Olgierd real quick where this is, and then we can go back. She knew his life and was okay with it. Oh, yep. Honestly, Lorenzo, Shaunie's the best option in this game, probably. I still like game Triss. I know what people say about book Triss, but still. I somehow made it over that. Now, let's see if we can go that little travel. Let's inform Olgierd and then end the quest. Better yet, there will probably be a long cutscene, so let's just go to Olgierd, and that's how we'll begin next session. So, there we go. That was this episode. Oh, no. Of course. Click on... It's the problem with using a mouse to direct yourself. What?
Bitch.
What? Temerian Gorilla. My brother in Christ, why were you about to fight me? I teleported here by mistake. Don't suddenly be up in my business. Don't suddenly be up in my business like I did something wrong. Okay. Oh boy. There we go. Oof. Computer is drunk for a moment. Okay, don't click on any fast travel points besides this one. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you so much for joining me today. That was this episode of The Hearts of Stone. We got to see Geralt dance, do a jig, get a nice new fit. We did not get to see bunny ears on Geralt. If anybody was disappointed, well, I guess we can always go back and purposely fail that one. But anyway, if anybody is curious, I'll see you all again on Friday, where we're going to get the next job or whatever done. So, we've got one task down, 2 to go. Next task is going to be finished Friday. But thank you so much for joining me today. That was The Witcher 3. I am Helix, and I bid you adieu. Goodbye.